A lot of this you're probably already doing intuitively, or maybe you've taken a project management class, or you do a lot of this at work. You break things into steps and you just do them, and that's totally fine. I want you to work with whatever program helps you to make progress and be efficient while having fun along the way. I gotta say, if this isn't fun, then we have to rethink what we're doing here. I know not everything's going to be fun, but I do want you to have some fun along the way. I want you to be smiling or grinning or chuckling as you think to yourself about what's possible. And along the way, I'm asking you to step outside of your comfort zone quite a bit. If you're doing this correctly, you're stepping outside your comfort zone. You might not think that's fun in the moment, but afterwards, you might think, oh, wow, I did that. That was fun. Well, first of all, summarize your vision. Write a short version of your vision, and then write a short version of the goal that you're working towards. And under that, write down at least 3 steps that you can take to make that goal happen. And then I want you to, under each step, write out 3 potential outcomes for each step. These are not magic numbers, although I don't want you to write out any less than 3 potential steps because I want you to think about what else could I do? As you're thinking about the steps you can take, I want you to hear my voice in your head saying, what else could you do? What else might be fun? What else might feel uncomfortable but would get you towards your goal? What else could you do? So you're going to write out this potential steps you can take and potential outcomes from each step. Then follow that down and ask yourself, which step are you most interested in trying? Which steps are you most interested in trying? They're going to take time, energy, money, or all three. And are you willing to invest the time, energy, or money on that step to achieve your goal? If your goal is really important, will you find the resources to make it happen? And then I want you to make it more concrete and answer this prompt. To achieve my goal, I will take these steps. Spend a moment to rewrite it, to retype it, to write in pencil or pen. It just makes it more concrete and more powerful. And then I want you to take a few minutes to visualize yourself taking these steps. If you can, and you're in a place where you can shut your eyes and just imagine yourself taking these steps and the potential outcomes from taking the steps. What would you be doing? Who would be around you? What would the outcome be potentially? Then, after you've taken these steps, I want you to assess how it went. What went well? What obstacles did you encounter? Did you get stopped or did you continue? Did you get stopped temporarily and then you picked up where you left off? Because a lot of that's going to happen. Things are never going to flow smoothly. And actually, if they do flow smoothly all the time, then you're probably not trying hard enough or you don't have a lofty enough goal because this shouldn't be simple to achieve. If it were simple, everybody would be doing it, right? If it were simple, you probably already would have achieved it. So, again, I want it to be fun, but I also want it to be challenging. And I want you to feel like, wow, I did that thing and I achieved that goal and I achieved the vision. So I want you to book time on your calendar to assess the steps that you've taken. So if you know you're going to do something on Tuesday, book some time like Wednesday or Thursday on your calendar, 20 minutes to a half hour, and mark it. Mark what you're going to be doing. If you share your calendar with someone else, you might want to call it something that they can't discern. And it's just a reminder to yourself to take time to reflect. And actually, this is a really good practice. This is something that I learned from a friend of mine. It's totally okay to book time on your calendar for yourself. You're booking a meeting with yourself. That's just as important as booking a one on one with someone who works for you or someone who you report up to or a business partner, because you need to take time to plan for yourself, work through that pile of whatever is sitting on your desk, get through your to do list, reflect what you've been doing, assess progress, obstacles, plans, challenges. Go ahead and book some time for yourself. I'm giving you permission. All right. And then there's a statement I want you to say to yourself, which is, you are more powerful because you took steps towards your goal. And by the way, listening to this video, paying attention to what we're doing here is getting you light years ahead in terms of visualizing, planning, achieving. This is exactly what you need to be doing in order to achieve your goal. So, if the short version of the vision is to create a better social life for myself, Then the short version of the goal is make 3 new friends to socialize with who will support my life aspirations. So here's some potential steps. One, meetups. Go to hiking meetups. Now, there's actually a website called Meetup, and there's all kinds of activities on there. And there are hiking meetups. And I've done a bunch of them myself and made some new friends that way. So, yes, I can say that this is a great way to make new friends if you like hiking and if you're an outgoing person. It's not for everybody. So, a potential step is go to meetups and go to hiking meetups. Potential outcomes are one, you get exercise, nothing wrong with that. Two, possibly meet others who like to hike. And three, you learn a new trail. You learn something new about hiking in your area. Another potential step is to volunteer with an organization with a mission you align with. So you volunteer. Potential outcomes are you possibly meet someone with the same mindset, and that's what you're trying to do. And if that doesn't happen, that's cool because you supported a great organization and you did something that you liked. You did an activity that you enjoyed doing. A third possible step is spend more time with someone you already know who you might like to know better. Because we have so many people in our lives. Maybe there's someone in your life who could be a really good friend who is in alignment with your values and likes to do some of the same things that you do, and you just aren't aware of that. So stop and think about that. And potential outcomes are you deepen a relationship, you have an interesting meal, happy hour, walk, or movie, whatever you decide to do with this person, and you rule in or out someone you already know. So, those are some options for someone who wants to create a better social life. And here's a second example. The short version is elevate my status at work. And the short version of the goal is figure out how to be treated with greater respect at work. I will know this has happened when I'm asked for my opinion more frequently and spoken to with respect, and I have opportunities for more strategic work. So here are some potential steps. One, review our strategic plan so I can speak to it and use those terms when opportunities arise. Potential outcomes. Key people will note that I'm more strategic than they knew, or I'll identify opportunities because I'll be more in alignment with their company direction, or my team will recognize that I'm more in sync with senior leaders. So, a second potential step is get more comfortable with conversations I currently find challenging by doing role play conversations with my coach or a friend. And what are potential outcomes from that? Well, I'll be more prepared if I need to have a challenging conversation, not if I have a challenging conversation, when I need to have a challenging conversation. I'll be more confident because I'll be more prepared for these conversations that I've avoided in the past. And another outcome is I will be better prepared to mentor other people when they come to me with this sort of challenge. And then another potential step is similar to the last one, get more comfortable with conversations I currently find challenging by reading the book Crucial Conversations. And the potential outcomes are the same. I'm going to be more prepared for those conversations when they arise. I'll be more prepared to mentor other people and I'll feel more confident. So, those are some examples for you. And I hope they give you some inspiration as you think through the steps that you want to take to achieve your goal as you work towards your vision.
If
And
you
as you do
appreciated the insights in this video, subscribe to the channel and you'll be among the first to see new videos when they drop. And if you could take a second to like this video, that small action will be more powerful than you could ever know.